Upon first hearing about F1, I was interested but hesitant. On the one hand, the director of Top Gun Maverick was in the driver's seat, but on the other hand, Apple Studios was in the pit crew. Then I heard it was actually good, and after seeing it, yeah, it's one of the best movies of the year. Semi-retired Formula One driver Sonny Hayes is recruited by a former colleague to help his struggling racing team. While F1 is light on plot, which is fairly standard for the sports movie genre, it utilizes great characters competing in top-of-the-line racing spectacles to produce the special movie magic that awes and inspires. The casting is spot on. The actors truly embody their characters, and it never felt like they were playing a role. I'm neutral when it comes to Brad Pitt as an actor, but he brings the cocky, weathered, old-school Sonny Hayes to life with ease. The main cast, Brad Pitt, Javier Bardem, Damson Idris, and Kerry Condon, have a confidence and on-screen presence that elevates their characters and invests you in their stories, and they play off of each other really well. The characters themselves are well written and believable. It's awesome that Joshua has a good relationship with his mom. Every character has flaws, struggles, and clear motivations and goals. They behave like real people, and when they do lash out or get upset, it makes sense within the situation. They don't just freak out every time they encounter an unpleasant emotion. There is friction among the team after Sonny joins, but since you empathize with each character and understand their perspective, you don't root for one character over another. You hope there will be change all around because that's the only way the team will win a race, and you really want the team to win. Racing politics, the other teams, and regulations place obstacles before the protagonists, but the main impediment they must overcome is their own ego and pride. They have to set aside or adjust their personal goals to win as a team. And that's really what the movie is about, working together to reach the finish line. There's also some good messaging about not letting wealth and fame corrupt a pure, simple desire. The production and post-production teams did a fantastic job. No matter what is happening during a race, whether it be a tire change, a pit stop, or a flag, the movie organically keeps you informed so that even someone who knows nothing about Formula One will remain oriented and understand how incidents and decisions affect the race, which is especially important when Sonny employs some questionable tactics. The cinematography was outstanding. The overall look of the film fit perfectly with the huge dollar and ultra-technical Formula One, and the racing sequences put you right there on the track. The wide shots, driver perspectives, and extreme close-ups make you feel like you are in the car with Sonny or Joshua. Profanities were very limited, but there were one or two F-bombs. The single instance of sexual content fades out, so you don't see anything. If these few things were removed, the movie would basically be PG. One of the main characters is pointed out, more than once, as being the first female technical director on a Formula One team. But it's the only clunky, obnoxious, modern garbage-pushing line in an otherwise well-written movie. If this film had been released in the 90s or early 2000s, the main female character, and a very minor one, would have simply been trying to prove themselves in a male-dominated field, a story that's very relatable. But since we've been bombarded with man-hating feminist girl bosses for the last decade plus, well-written, likable, and realistic female characters, like the ones in F1, now have to prove themselves to their fictional counterparts and to the audience. It's unfair to the intelligent female characters, but it is a problem of Hollywood's own making and an unfortunate result of the degradation of American culture. Although there hasn't been much competition, F1 is one of the best movies of the year. With great characters, a good message about teamwork, and awesome racing spectacles, it reminds us how powerful the movie experience can be. As I don't live near an IMAX, I wasn't fortunate enough to see this in that format, but if you are in close proximity to an IMAX, go see F1 there. And if not, still see this in the theater. It's absolutely worth it.